the first word that comes to mind about Eric Gray is a pro. You know, he's a true pro on and off the field. He's a guy that shows up early, stays late, you know, extremely smart. The transition for him offensively, scheme-wise, has been very, honestly, easy for him. You know, and our offense is it's extremely complicated. I'm still obviously learning every day, but you can just kind of tell his professionalism, his approach to the game, and what he wants to accomplish. And it's been great. You know, he's a heck of a player, great person, great young man. So, you know, we're fortunate to have him here. His first year was, you know, he's a player. When you first look at him from working out and practice, I mean, he's going to jump off the field. He's going to jump off your eyes. I mean, he's explosive. He's fast. He's physical. He's versatile. You know, but as a young player, you obviously got to learn the scheme. You got to learn patience. You got to learn, you know, the offense. And for him, he's an extremely smart kid and obviously talented. You know, it's just for him, he has to take it one play at a time. You know, good, bad, or ugly. You know, he can't. You know, as a freshman, you have a lot of highs and lows. You know, and you know, so for him, being a second-year player is going to be extremely helpful for him. Obviously, this spring, getting more reps, more experience, learning the offense, and continuing to grow as a person. But he's extremely versatile. You know, we're happy to have him. And just the most important thing as a freshman, you just got to learn patience and just kind of learn the scheme and really how to run the ball in this offense. Mikey's been great. You know, he's been great. He's a natural runner. You know, he's a guy that, you know, in our room, once again, him and Eric, you know, when it comes to receiving and route versatility, you know, those two are probably the best. And that's what we want once again. I want a guy that obviously you can run the rock as a runner. That's your job. But you want a guy that you know, put out in the slot, put out at, you know, outside to obviously create matchups with linebackers and safeties that, you know, that creates a lot of mismatches. So Mikey's he's done a great job, you know, thus far. Obviously, still early. You know, we've only had 6 or 7 practices in, but every single day, the most important thing, he's continued to get better and better. He's a great kid. He's a great kid. Works hard every single day in the weight room and in practice. So we're excited about him. I think you got to look at the overall, you know, the player and what he's done. I think Rhamondre, you know, obviously missed the first part of the season, and you know, when he did come back, he was, you know, the best running back in the Big 12 in this conference, and a top running back in the nation. And I think, you know, sometimes you got to kind of strike while the iron's hot, and you know, for him, I think he did that with his family and things of that nature. We obviously, you know, gave him some information to help make his decision easier. You know, so. He's obviously, you know, when you talk about running backs and carries and things of that nature, you know, those things add up, you know, from high school to college. Obviously, you know, all those numbers are important. And, you know, he was a guy that, you know, stayed extremely fresh, stayed healthy. So, you know, you look at that and you look at kind of, you know, this past year, you know, for him as a player. And, you know, I think for him, you know, it was the right decision. And, you know, we support him, you know, whatever decision he made. Obviously, we would love to have him back. But I think Rhamondre is a great player, and I think he's going to do really well at the next level. It's a long time. I feel like I played a long time ago. Just the RPOs. I think, you know, the RPOs is a lot bigger now than they were back when I played. You know, we ran a little bit, but not a lot. You know, so I would say just the speed. You know, the speed is obviously a lot faster now, and you know, these defenses are so much more versatile now than they were back then. Back then, it was just a simple over even front and blitzing here and there. But now, you know, they come all over the place. So the defense is a lot more versatile and a lot more complicated than they were back in the day. He's still helping me. He's had a couple more years on this coaching deal than me. But no, it's great to have Joe Jon, a great friend of mine that, you know, we were close when we played, and obviously we've always kept in contact. But smart guy, man. He's smart. He's been around a lot of top offenses, so he's constantly bringing in new ideas from the run game, from the passing game, blocking game, whatever it is. So it's great to have him on staff. Great to obviously have another Sooner on staff that kind of knows his place and just the tradition behind it, and you know, what we're looking for. So I mean, he's a great acclamation to our staff, to our offensive staff in general, with our personality. So it's going to be great for us.
For more information, you can visit TulsaWorld.com.